Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? All right. Ready to work? We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. All right, then. Hunter.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the... Not gonna lie. Going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous, invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Every lock has its key.
True, if only a man-eating alien demon monster hadn't eaten ours. But that got me thinking. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to...
Trust me, Hunter, I'm looking forward to it. Hydra's been a thorn in me and Steve's asses for years. Can't wait to remove them for good. Find me in the war room when you're finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead. Well met.
Hey.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore.
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive Encryption Net Transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
find me when you're ready.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology. And she kicks it.
Looks like your mother has made another mess for you to clean up.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block.
This is a different portal to a different location. Monsters from hell, portals to limbo, it's all relative to working with the big bad midnight suns. This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good for a late night snack.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from the Venger's Tower once you reach the other side.
Not bad for our first team-up. Probably can scratch abandoned off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That hack. I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps a more accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now. Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydra's. Lilith's. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
That's one hell of a move.
This. Seems like it'd be cheaper just to replace you guys with robots. I bet Tony would cut Faustus a deal.
Payback's gonna be fun.
Enough.
On Beta, moving into position.
I've never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right? Exactly what I needed. Playtime's over. These fanatics are always the same. Still in my prime.
Like us to beat up chumps like you.
Really your best?
The main course has arrived.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know, Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out.
Just like old times.
Ready up. Trouble.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device. Get her!
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Leave some for the rest of us. Weak, even for Hydra.
Let's do it. There's no way Hydra's medical plan can cover the beating we're about to put on you.
Forever in service.
Hardly a scratch.
Had just about enough of this.
I've been waiting.
They've got friends.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Appreciate it. Time to get serious. Watch out. You kissed the mother with that mouth? It's on. Ought to make things interesting.
You were going to pay for that.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variants' gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop it. Not bad. It's about time.
Walk in the light. Welcome assistance.
Watch and learn. Ouch.
Enemy has the upper hand.
Don't think I will forget that.
My time is
You look a little nervous.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Time's up for these chumps.
We've done it!
What is this thing?
Bad guy crate. Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols. From the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier. That one, almighty. Something, something. Gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves? Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The Eternal Spirits of Vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on. You should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes?
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little? Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll fill you in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just...
Lilith gave birth to me.
Right, so... I really needed that. So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood.
How? You've been...
I'm not so sure I was dead. Of everything.
You're up to date, but not on...
Just what you
You're always free to ask. Like...
I had some questions.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff...
Can you tell me how the staff...
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the word?
They come true. Kind of. And not always the way I expect. It's like...
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magic...
Wait.
I had some questions.
The runaways? Sure thing.
I should...
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. It's a shame that Faustus got... Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new...
I was planning on...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For...
To stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the...
You...
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with...
What?
Fierce. Or maybe just...
You do not...
Thank you. But and more so than anyone. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time, I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha. Good night.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable... just like your mother. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one. I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets.
What is it, Charlie? Find something? You are the best girl. You know that, right?
ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
There was a time when the Blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should know.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Something.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. Call.
They cannot possibly match your strength. They're persistent and irritating.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Return to your mother.
Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Looks like
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything... The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just... They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her...
blessings of the goddess.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first... It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so... This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. Why don't you come see me in the library? Oh, and let's keep this. Good night, Hunter.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
What is this? Curious.
Whatever artifact is inside, it's better off in our hands. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research what... I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need... His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane...
But Tony's eccentricities aside...
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible
I look forward to seeing...
Me too, Hunter. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite. I just hope you brought me something interesting. Should do it. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The Cube of Nothingness. The Tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. This is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. A simple object, though certainly not useless.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going?
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
You moving into the forge, Hunter?
I see.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass. Speaking of...
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we... That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with... Also, he's not allowed inside after...
It would be my honor.
to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. Like playing with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need...
Then let's get...
My thoughts exactly. There's just one...
Lost?
Well, I updated her on... Now you...
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate...
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophecy...
And I...
Yes. What's up? Not much more I can tell you, Hunter.
Salutations.
Nico, do you know where Mag...
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting...
This is...
not sure.
Crazy world, you...
Are you...
No, I mean, I just want... She's... smart, quick...
And do you find all...
Yes, no.
You are not...
I have...
Of course it is...
Hunter, put him... I need to take you straight...
Is that...
No, in a car. You race through empty streets?
I cannot wait.
That's...
Oh, you did not mean as a passenger.
Maybe we start with racing games before we put you in an... Wish we could do this all day.
Hunter?
That looks good. This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Well, I am in the middle.
It is never easy to...
We did not lose Wanda. We let Wanda's first grimoire. She would never...
That is no child's book. Lose focus for 1 second and be lost completely within its pages.
You do not own the darkness, Hunter. I was also raised within it. So much so... I cannot... And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter.
Illyana.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take... Okay. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could... Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the... no matter. Goodbye.
See you around.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then, when Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days. And why don't you check the mirror table? I did the math. It would actually be faster for me.
What's stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures need...
command!
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Ah, heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Never seen that before. That's one hell of a move. Your chances.
Follow my lead!
You'll regret that.
We'll have to do better than that.
Additional Hydra forces en route. Get ready.
It's your time now.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Watch me.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Now that was something.
More fuel for the fire.
I've got your back.
The more the merrier.
I think you got him. Feeling strong today. Time to get...
show off for me, Blade.
Never surrender!
You just made a big mistake.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect. Are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Time to bleed.
Not bad.
Your time has come.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
I feel stronger already.